Senua returns to PlayStation, the homecoming of a warrior. It's official. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is coming to the PlayStation 5. And with it, a tide of raw emotion, sharpened steel, and a return to form for a studio that once danced hand in hand with the Sony faithful. On the one-year anniversary of its original release on Xbox and PC, Ninja Theory has summoned the saga of Senua once more. This time with haptics, enhancements, and something deeper. Closure. This isn't just a port. This is poetic, drenched in shadow and flame. For those of us who stood by Heavenly Sword in 2007, who wielded the blade of Nariko and heard the cries of Senua long before Microsoft snapped Ninja Theory into its fold, this moment is monumental. It's more than strategy. It's memory. Let's not dance around the axe. The PS5 version of Hellblade 2 is being described as enhanced. That word has become a marketing chameleon. Often hollow, often flashy. But in the case of Hellblade, enhancement means something visceral. According to Dom Matthews, studio head at Ninja Theory, PlayStation players can expect new features, immersive haptics, and full PS5 Pro optimization. While the exact features remain hidden behind whispers, we can already guess the symphony. The tension of a heartbeat in the DualSense, the crunch of snow under footfalls synced with adaptive triggers, the pulse of Senua's rage vibrating through the haptics as she unleashes her primal fury. This is what Hellblade was always meant to be. Felt, not just played. But let's talk context. Why now? Why PlayStation again? And what does this mean? We're witnessing Microsoft's grand pivot. A company that once guarded its first-party titles with iron gates has flung them open. Sea of Thieves, Forza Horizon 5, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and now Hellblade 2. Titles once branded with the Xbox sigil now bask in the blue glow of the DualSense. Strategically, this is a multi-platform gamble. But artistically, it's an olive branch. A chance to unify players across console boundaries through shared stories. And few stories are as deeply intimate, as jarringly human as Senua's. Let's not forget what made the first Hellblade special. It wasn't the combat. It wasn't the graphics. It was the journey. A woman torn by grief, hallucination, and the brutal echo of psychosis walked through a Norse purgatory to confront her past. Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2 takes that journey and expands it, for better or worse. Critics have noticed the shift. Where the first game was intimate, this sequel swings toward the mythic. Senua is no longer just a survivor. She's a legend, a seer, a warrior saint whose fury drowns giants. And while this new scale roars with cinematic splendor, some argue it dims the flickering candle of personal connection. But here's the thing. Senua was never static. She evolved. She had to. You don't walk through Helheim and come out unscathed. Her legend is our catharsis. Now, let's talk performance. On Xbox Series X, Hellblade 2 was a visual feast. A seamless one-shot camera technique that rivaled top-tier cinema. With PS5 Pro enhancements, the PlayStation version is expected to go further. Better textures, optimized ray tracing, and deeper immersion through DualSense tech. But what about accessibility? What about the fans who cried out when Senua was locked behind a console they didn't own? This announcement is vindication, a recognition that stories matter more than platforms. PlayStation users, especially those who played the first game on PS4, now get to complete the journey on home soil. And that matters. Emotionally, culturally, spiritually. There's something deeply ironic here. Microsoft bought Ninja Theory to bolster Game Pass and the Xbox ecosystem. But now their crown jewel is glowing in PlayStation's display case. And fans? Fans are winning. This isn't corporate betrayal. This is liberation. The walls are falling, and our shared mythology, these digital epics, can be told on any canvas. What we don't yet know is when exactly Hellblade 2 will drop on PS5. Summer, they say. That's vague. But the game is already listed on the PlayStation Store, ready to be wishlisted, ready to echo once again in the minds of those who missed her song the first time. And let's not forget what Ninja Theory said in their announcement. We know there are many of you who haven't had the opportunity to experience that next chapter for yourselves. That's not just PR. That's a promise. A whisper through time, a hand reaching across the platform divide, inviting you back into the fire. So here we are, 1 year later. The warrior returns. The whispers grow louder. The blade gleams in the light of a new dawn. Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2 on PS5 is more than a re-release. It's a resurrection. Welcome back, Senua. We've been waiting for you.